We're back.
Yeah, we're back. The mob boss is back. This dude, we was just off camera. I told him he looked like some type of head of some type of record label where he about to steal everybody's money and make them sign bad contracts.
But if y'all really knew how hot this outfit was, y'all will only wear it in the fall.
Yeah, so this next topic, I don't know if it's because my birthday is coming up in the next couple of weeks. And a lot of times, when my birthday come around, I start reflecting on my life. And so it's just talking about happiness, loneliness, and what I say, expectations. And so sometimes this is how I feel. Okay, so just recently, I hated my other job, got a brand new job. Finally got the kind of vehicle that I wanted. It seemed like everything is going good, but I'm still not happy. You know, so I was thinking to myself, like, am I wrong for feeling like this? And I'm thinking, like, okay, if I was to hit the lottery, and say I was to hit the lottery for $20 million, I don't think I still would be happy.
Okay, just gotta do a turn real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. So, and you know, like in my personal life, I don't really like talking about my relationship because me and my son's mother is not together. So I, you know, respect for her and her privacy because she's a real private person. So I don't really talk too much about our relationship because I know what I talk about affects her. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of, you know, keep that at bay. But, you know, about loneliness, you know, when I don't have my son or whatever, you know, at times I get lonely. And I'm thinking about like the times when my mom passed away, and it's just like those were like some lonely times. I mean, I had people like you, shout out my boy Wes, that, you know, constantly check up on me. And there was a lot of people, and I tell people this because I experienced it. The first couple of weeks, if you lose a parent or you lose somebody close to you, first couple of weeks everybody's there for you. Then after that, it just falls off. Because there was a lot of people that were saying this and that. There was a lot of people, women that I know that told me that they loved me in the past, that just did me dirty after, you know, my mom passed away. And it was kind of hard dealing with, you know, like my son's mother, you know, I would never have anything bad to say about her because she always look out for me. I always look out for her because we have a child. So this excludes her. This not even, you know.
Plus, she was at the funeral. And
She
was like, she got great spirit. Right?
Yeah.
And your son too. Like,
yeah, and she's a family like my sister and them, like brother and them. They still call her sister. You know what I'm saying? They still consider her part.
She like Marie.
They still
because you recognize good people.
Yeah, so they consider her part of the family. But there was times where, man, you know, I was going through the situation. My mom passed, and it's like, man, I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like, and I would go to bed hungry because I didn't feel like cooking. And you know,
this dude would like not eat for like 2 days.
Yeah, and it was like the essential stuff that you would, like if you had like somebody there that was your partner that could pick up the slack and help you, whatever. It's like I didn't have that, so I went through this whole process with, you know, me losing my mom, and I just felt at times lonely, not in the sense that I didn't have people that had my back, but there was just certain times where I
for a wife.
I wouldn't say a wife, but it was just like the essentials. Like, you know, you need somebody to help you, kind of help you through the situation. And it's like I went through this situation alone. So, like, you know, at times I get, like, when I don't have my son, I get lonely. I don't feel sensitive talking about this stuff. But, you know, but this is stuff that men don't really talk about. You know, I was talking to somebody else about it, and it was just like expectations. I don't want to brag or nothing. I don't want to brag about how much money I have and all that other stuff. But, you know, like, I'm glad that, you know, I'm in the position that I am now, that if something was to happen to me, my son is well taken care of. Mm-hmm. So that makes me happy. But then I look at my expectations in my life, and, you know, I'm like, man, I'm 44, about to be 45. And it's just like, man, I feel like my life is not where it should be or where I want it to be, or like, why am I doing this? Why am I starting, like, even with a new job, why am I starting back over? Mm-hmm. relationships. Why am I starting back
You,
over?
you should never look at like a new job as why you're starting back over because the trend of jobs and the way things happen with like working is so different than it was in the past.
Yeah.
Because people that are young people they have a different job every so week.
Yeah.
If you're an engineer and most engineers are on contract, they work for a different company every like 6 or 7 or 8 months.
Yeah.
The job thing, like my father always tell me, do not put too much into a job because you'll find yourself being unhappy for something that you can't really take with you.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you're gonna retire from that place anyway.
Yeah, and I look at it, but I look at it like that. I mean, I look at it like this because like when I switched jobs, I took a pay cut. I mean, it's closer to my house. You know, I'm 5 minutes away. So I save money, but I took a pay cut. I gave up like my seniority at work. I gave up my vacation time and everything. So that's why I said like I feel like I'll start back over. And plus, my job is cool, but I feel like I have more that I could be doing and more that I could be, giving people. And I feel like I have a set of skills. I don't want to dog my job, but I feel like I have a set of skills that's higher than what I'm doing. So with thinking about all this and just being like, man, I don't know if I'm confused or if I don't know if I would ever. Sometimes I sit back and think like, no matter what I have, will I ever be happy?
A lot of times, probably what makes these things more evident, and I haven't done this I haven't done this in I would say a decade. Is like going to therapy. Because they will let you understand that you ain't alone, and like a lot of people have these thoughts, and a lot of people have these feelings, and and sometimes it's different. Because, dude, I think the last time I went to therapy was early. Last time I went to therapy, it was early social media.
Yeah.
So that tells you that was a long time ago. But sometimes we look at people's social media too, and we feel like we're supposed to be here. We're supposed to be. You want to know what I saw something the other day, and I was noticing something on social media. I feel like black people need to stop doing this. We need to stop having this fight with everybody about where we at. Because I feel like that's how you feel, like where you at. Like I see stuff where people be like, like I see people post stuff like. They wasn't there when they, what I'm saying, now look at me now type of thing, or I'm about to do this, and like sometimes that fight with everybody, it ain't doing nothing but destroying you. Yeah. And I feel like sometimes we just gotta look at where we're at personally, just like you just did. You said you're looking at where you're at personally. Yeah. I mean, take a look at where you're at personally, but don't compare it to other people because that'll make you go crazy.
Yeah, and I try not to do that. I try not to do that.
That make you go crazy, but you can't help but to do it because that's a part of the reason too. Because you feel like you see other people and you feel like there is another sense of happiness. Yeah. Because other people have more. Other people have different things that they're doing. Because sometimes I feel like that. Like. With my job, like I make really good money, but it's kind of like, like I feel like I've done. I don't like to. Y'all notice I never talk about my job. I ain't trying to get fired, but I felt like I've done other things with the company where I felt more fulfilled. Yeah. Then what I'm saying, and I feel like. Sometimes, even it ain't even about, like you said, sometimes it ain't even really about the money, it's what you're doing too. Yeah. Because like I'm doing this every day, and it's not really about the money, it's about, am I helping somebody with this? Am I, because everybody know that when I was younger, what I really wanted to do is I wanted to be a writer. I've always wanted to be a writer. Yeah. I always want to tell stories. I always want to, and then I want to do comedy too. And I do both, but I don't do it like full time. But, I don't know. It's just like, and then sometimes you feel like when you stop doing something, you feel like, damn, I got to start over again. Yeah. Because it's like, I don't know. It just feel like if the funds ain't flowing in all liquidy from whatever it is that you're doing, you just feel like
yeah. And that's how I like. It's like sometimes I'll be motivated, like even with like okay, I'll just say my clothing line. I'll be motivated to do this and that and everything, and then I get home, I'm like, man, I don't feel like doing none of that.
I told my father something. Me and my mother was laughing. We was talking about you behind behind your back.
Okay.
We was talking about. I told my father that my mother's like, "Yep, you and my father are a lot alike."
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you and my father.
That means I'm kind of like your father.
And you and my middle brother, like y'all a lot alike.
So that means I'm kind of like your father.
Please. But y'all a lot alike. Y'all like the type of people, and my mother was just laughing. Y'all the type of people like y'all don't feel happy unless something is being figured. Mm-hmm. Like I guess it's the Virgo in you too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Virgo too. My father a Virgo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need that that's why I do a lot of projects. Y'all need that sense of accomplishment, sense of fixing. Like my father would like dude, like Eric would come in and we'll come to the show and he's setting up everything already. You know what I'm saying? And if something don't know how to be set up, he figured it out. How to set it up. He set it up. He always want to be like, he going to be one of them old people like these young, lazy little... Yeah, he think like everybody lazy because...
Not lazy.
Well, I think you think that... I don't know if lazy is the right word, but I think you think that...
Probably selfish.
Yeah, you kind of like want everybody to you want purpose behind everything. Yeah. And you want to like put stuff together. That's how my father is. Yeah. Like my father came over my house one day, and it was that bed when I had just bought a bed, and my father and I was working because my father was like, when I told you that he was like, I was like, I put it together. He's like, no, I wouldn't put it together because he had just retired. He wanted something to do. Yeah. And I took out the bed and I said, this is bed. It was like hundreds of pieces. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, since you want to find something to do, go ahead and put this bed together. And then I had the direction. Yeah. And I bought. Why was he mad? I bought him the directions.
Good. He's probably like, man, I already know what to do.
He was mad. So I gave him the directions, and he was like, I don't need that. Yeah. I was like, nah, you must. Man, I left, came back. It was like, and I was working too. Mm-hmm. Left and came back because I worked from home. I left. I came back. I was probably a little bit less than an hour. Yeah. The bed was together, and I had to jump on it to make sure the bed it wasn't like it was like dang, like he has to figure stuff, and he always needs something to do. Like that's how you gonna be when you get old. Like you gonna be like it don't matter if you ain't working no more. You always gonna need something.
Yeah, because you know what, I'll probably be by myself too when I'm older too, because this world is and we not even gonna get into dating. This world of dating is just
I don't think you're gonna be by yourself.
I'm confused.
Because then I got to hear about it. And no, you got to find this to somebody. I know this one young lady that...
This world of dating is... Yeah. I don't even want to get into it. And that's another thing that be bothering me too. And I got to look this up. I don't think it's hereditary, but, my mom, before she passed, she suffered from Alzheimer's dementia. Like, I always had a good memory. So, but now I noticed lately my memory and what I do have been terrible. Like I caught myself the other day, I was cooking some chicken and I was about to put the chicken in the cabinet instead of putting it in the refrigerator.
I know why though. It ain't got nothing to do with the dementia.
So I get scared. I'm like, it's either that,
it ain't that, or
either like I'm just dealing with so much that I'm just messed up in the head, or
he work out 7 days a week,
Or it's just like I'm kind of scared to go to the doctor because
you work out 7 days a week.
But then I had that car accident when I had that TMI, when I had that TMI, traumatic brain injury.
I had it too.
Yeah, when I had that concussion or whatever. So it's just like
you had traumatic brain injury for real?
Yeah, I had a concussion. Yeah.
I had the same thing with the when I had got into a car accident. I had the 16 seconds in the back of my head. I just didn't think you had that because you were like, because I was in a coma too. I was in a coma for so I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought you just had a concussion. I didn't.
Dude, like my short-term memory has. But I told you, I just started a new job, right? People been telling me their names, and this is like I was always good with names.
It goes away though.
Man, I can't remember.
Because how long ago did you have it?
What?
The traumatic brain injury.
Like about 2 years ago.
Yeah, it goes away. It's around like, and it's probably like it was not like majorly significant. The doctor told you, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Cause mine was like I think I was like that like every day felt like the same day. Like when I first,
Yeah.
every day felt like the same day. I would not remember nothing. But mine was like they had to like put me like reteach me stuff, reteach me how to like say it was like that. Yeah, I was in a coma for 7 days.
And I be feeling bad for my son sometimes because like, you know, he be wanting me to play video games with him and do this and that. And I be telling him like, you know, sometimes I can't play video games because it make my eyes start hurting, my head hurt. And like sometimes hearing them video game noises, them little noises, it just irritates me and it messes with my anxiety.
I did not know it was that bad.
Yeah, so it's just like, man, so that's why I'm like, man.
Dude, it was like, that's crazy. I didn't know it was that bad that you had it. Because I remember my thing was, and this is how you know it gets better, because I'm telling you that I used to, man, my thing was sirens. When I used to hear sirens, I was just like going crazy. But somebody told me the sirens was probably from the accident, though.
Oh,
so they was like, yeah, it was like you hearing the accident. But you know, people try to get like real spiritual and try to be like, because the first question when people find out I was in the coma, what's the first question people usually ask?
Did you see God?
Did you right? No, I didn't see nothing. I was asleep. Like people always be like, I didn't dream. I wasn't that lucky. I saw somebody like real quick. I saw somebody was talking about that when they was in a coma and they went to can we say hell? Yeah, we can say hell. Yeah. They went
down below or whatever.
Yeah, they went down, but I think you can say they went down below and they was talking about how they transcended go up, right?
Yeah.
They went up and then it was like real fast. Like they went up like they went to heaven to like tease. It was like a tease, like, and then they went right down. And they talking about it's not fire. I was watching on this podcast. It was crazy. It was like it's not fire. It's kind of like, but it's hot. It's like really, really, really hot. It's burning. It's like torment.
Like outside.
Like I saw, yeah, I saw that, and I don't. This is my thing. I don't believe a lot of that stuff. And I'm not discrediting people because I don't know their experience. But when somebody tell a story and it sounds really good, sometimes it could be a little convincing. Just like how like a lot of like people online, like there's people that talk about like celebrities or like make up stories, or some of the stories be true, but the way some people talk make you want to continue to listen because people like they're engaging. Yeah. Dr. Umar, very engaging guy. Yeah, but yeah. Go ahead. You got anything else?
Yeah. So I mean, that's basically it. So leave some comments.
Yeah. Are you happy?
Yeah. Let me know if I'm tripping or if I'm ungrateful, because you always get people that like you say something, they always want to oppose you.
Yeah, you was kind of like.
Yeah, am I ungrateful?
You're like, I got a new car, I got a new house. I'm still like, you sound like somebody. You sound like.
I know, that's why I be feeling bad, man.
You sound like a rapper.
And then it makes me feel bad. Like, man, why should I be like? I got all this. Why am I feeling like this? So
you sound like a rapper's baby mama.
Is there any female rappers that need a baby daddy?
See, here we go. Trying to be
Gorilla, holla at me.
Gorilla.
Sexy Red, holla at me.
God, you like it. We'll be back.